Hello, good morning everyone. Doing a quick video update because I have a little bit of time. I'm actually charging up at a supercharger right now. And wow, some guy just came in so fast. It's like a little Model Y just came around the corner like he was on a racetrack. Um, so I'm charging up. I am not in my truck, but I am in a Cyber Beast. I'm in a different Cyber Beast. So this one has the white interior, although it's a little different than the other white interior Teslas in that the seats are still black. So that's a little bit of a distinction between the white interior on this vehicle and other Teslas. The reason I'm in this truck and not my Cyber Beast is that I'm getting some work done on my truck. And I'm going to do a video about this. I know not everybody who's subscribed to me is super interested in the Tesla content, but I love Tesla. So I'll do a separate video on what happened to the truck. We just got back from an 800-mile road trip in which it performed phenomenally, but we did have a couple issues, and I think it's important, as much as I love Tesla and Tesla's amazing and the technology is industry leading, I think it's important to talk about when things go wrong too. And a little something went wrong, but it's going to be a quick fix. I dropped it off yesterday. My Tesla service center knows me. They're super cool. They always try to give me something, in line with what I drive on a daily basis. And usually it's like a Model S or a Plaid Model S. But they came up to me smiling this time because I tell them, even though I love the Model S, when I drive any other Tesla or any other car, I mean, it feels like you go back in time. The Cybertruck is next level technology, and you get used to it real quick, and then if you drive something else, you're like, what is this, the Flintstones? So they came up to me smiling and handed me, and they said, hey, we got a Cyber Beast for you. We know you, and have fun, and so you don't have to miss your truck too much. So I'm going to get it back to Monday's Martin Luther King Day, so it's a long weekend. So they're going to just let me keep this for the weekend. And I get free supercharging, so why pay to charge at home when I can take a 5-minute drive and charge at a supercharger? So that's what I'm doing. I'm killing some time, making some phone calls, catching up on some things, and I figured I would do a quick video about a topic that a lot of my subscribers originally subscribed for, which is the retina and eye stuff. So I started a new role at work, been very stressful, a lot of work, and very busy, but I have to maintain my progress on my recovery with my eyes. So I went in for my checkup with my retinal specialist, and everything looks good. My left eye, which was my first eye that I had a vitrectomy in, I had a one and done air bubble vitrectomy, has been pretty good, except after vitrectomies, you usually form a cataract pretty quickly after that. And I formed a small one. They told me, hold off, wait as long as you can. And then I had my second eye went sideways, and I had a vitrectomy with an air bubble, and then I had a vitrectomy after that because it didn't take with oil. And so since that eye got a little more banged up, the cataract progressed much quicker in the right eye. So I had to have a cataract surgery, and I did that. And then I had a YAG capsulotomy, which is pretty common after a cataract surgery. And my right eye is awesome for distance. I'm locked in. I have astigmatisms in both eyes. So they can't give me, or they're saying my results would be best with a fixed focal length. So I would have to choose distance vision or reading. And obviously, well, not obviously, some people would probably choose differently, but I chose to have perfect distance vision. And my right eye, I cannot read without some kind of reading lens or glasses on my right eye. My left eye, that has not had the cataract surgery yet, I can read with, except for the fact that my cataract's getting worse and worse, and I've been so busy, and I have to address it. And I talked to my doctors, and they said, let's try to get you in there and get this done. We don't, it's at the point where it's starting to disrupt my lifestyle. Driving at night, not great. Eyes getting blurrier, which is annoying because after my vitrectomy, and I had perfect vision after that. I was back to like 20/20 in the left eye, but that cataract will just make things blurrier and blurrier as it gets worse. So that's where I'm at now. I have my right eye's great for distance, my left eye cataract getting worse, so got to get that surgery done. At the end of the month, I have a follow-up with my cataract surgeon. I'm going to have him go check me out, and then we're going to schedule this surgery for as soon as possible because I want to get it done. Lingering side effects from all of these eye surgeries. Super quick overview. I was about 3 years ago started to have PVD, which is normal if you get older, especially if you have blue eyes. It happens a little younger. Mine happened very young. I was 47 at the time, and started to have PVD. Most of the time PVD progresses fine. That's when the gel pulls away from the back of your eye. Mine, and a small percentage of people that go through PVD, the gel kind of holds on to the retina, and as it's pulling away, it causes tears and detachments. So I had a retinal detachment in my left eye. That was the first one I saw or realized I was having, and I went in, had a vitrectomy, and was a really out of the blue kind of thing for a otherwise healthy person, and a real wake-up call, to me at least, that you never really know when you're going to get a surprise from life, and that was a shock. And then I got through that, and all of a sudden it started happening on my right eye, and my doctors did genetic tests, and they just couldn't figure out exactly what the cause was, other than the fact that I'm just unlucky on that one. They said I should go play the lottery because having bilateral retinal detachments at a young age so close together, the odds are like 1,000,000 to 1. So anyway, I guess I rolled the dice, the genetic dice, and won the genetic lottery for this. So right eye, I had 2 vitrectomies. First one, I started to get fluid behind my retina, so they put me in for an emergency follow-up vitrectomy, and then I woke up from surgery and found out that they put oil in instead of gas, which is a little safer if they're worried about a redetachment. So the recoveries were horrible. Every time, a week face down, months of not being active afterwards in order to really make sure that your retina heals before you're jumping around, running, lifting weights. Before that, I lift every single day. Rarely take days off. I'm doing some kind of activity, lifting, cardio, something every day, but I typically lift every day. So that was another wake-up call that I needed a little bit of balance in my life, because I really rely on physical activity to balance my mental state. I rely on it for stress relief, and when I couldn't do it, I had to do some soul searching and realize that maybe I need some other things that provide me that. And so that's kind of the journey I've been on. Changed my perspective on a lot of things in life. That life is short. Life is, you never know when you're going to have a surprise, so you got to enjoy life as you go. I was constantly preparing for the future, saving, investing, and everything, and I decided to dial that back a little bit and enjoy the ride a little more, because when they told me if this happened 20 years ago I would have been 47 years old and blind, that caused me to do a lot of recalibration on what this life journey should be before not that it's too late, but before maybe your circumstances change and you might not be able to enjoy life as much afterwards. So anyway, that's the update. I'm going in. I'm going to get my left eye cataract surgery done. I'm going to talk to the doctor again about some of these new brand new technology, or brand new lens technologies that they have available for people like me with astigmatisms. And we're going to make a decision on the lens. The conservative route would be to put the single focus lens in this eye too, balance it out for distance vision, and then just use readers for the rest of my life. That would be probably the safe bet. But I'm going to talk to them about all my options, and I'm going to decide, you know, whatever's best I'm going to do, whatever gives me the most, you know, gives me the most bang for the buck. And I don't care about money on eye stuff. I don't care if, you know, you got to go out of pocket for something. It's worth it if it's your vision. You know, there's no cost that's too high, because it's such an important part of your quality of life. So I'll keep everyone posted. Originally, when he told me I should wait for a while before the surgery, he told me, why don't you go get a contact lens in the left eye? And I never did. I'm so busy, and I just made the best of it. And now it's starting to get to the point where, you know, I can't prolong this anymore. I'm going to have to, you know, take care of this. But so I wanted to get an update out for everyone. I hope everyone's doing great. I got some other videos that I'm working on. You know, obviously I mentioned it in my prior videos. I want to get some fitness related conversations going. I'm 49. I can't believe it. This coming August of 2026, I will be 50, which is hard to believe. It really does go so fast. But I feel great, and my health protocol is, I think, a huge part of how good I feel. I'm sure a lot of it's genetics. My blood work is usually good. I don't have cholesterol issues, thankfully. But a lot of it comes down to lifestyle and remaining active and maintaining muscle mass. There's plenty of people in their 50s that are falling apart. And then you bump into someone who's in their 70s and they look like they can run a marathon. So it's all about the choices you make and how you live your life. That really has a big impact on your longevity, and not only your longevity, but how good you feel during those critical years. Because I consider 50 to 60 is like, you should be firing on all cylinders, and if you have health issues, sometimes you can't. So I'm going to put a video together for some of the people that are maybe my age or even younger, because I've learned a lot about you know, managing my health protocol. So I'll throw that together when I have a minute. But I just wanted to check in and give an eye update, and I hope everybody's doing great. If you like this video or subscribe, that would be helpful. I'm trying to get to the big 500. I can't believe I have like almost 500 subscribers on here now, and I started this really just to share information about my vitrectomies and my eye stuff. But there's like almost 500 people, and we're getting close to that. So if you come across the video and you want to hear about eye stuff, you want to hear about fitness stuff, technology, Tesla, some stuff I'm always looking for USA made products. I found a bunch that I want to talk about. You know, so I'll throw a video together on that when I have some time. But thanks so much for getting close to 500 subscribers. That's really hard to believe. Why do you want to listen to me? All right, I hope everybody has a great day. Take care.